The F5 that shattered history, Cena's fall, Rhodes' rise, and the Beast's return. It was supposed to be the end of a story. A legend's final bow. A champion's last stand. August 3, 2025. MetLife Stadium. Packed to the brim. Hearts full. Eyes wide. The main event was electric. Not just another match, it was the match. Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare. John Cena. The unbreakable icon. A street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't polished. It was personal. Tables cracked. Kendo sticks snapped. Blood was spilled. Legacy was tested. Cena brought it all. Every ounce of pain, every layer of experience, every scream of 20 years thundered through his fists. And Cody brought the fire of a man reborn. A man wronged. A man destined to rewrite the book in his name. Every counter was a war. Every move was a memory. And then, it happened. Rhodes hit the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. The crowd erupted. John Cena lay motionless in the center of the ring. Not in defeat, but in closure. Cody Rhodes stood tall, not just as champion, but as the future. Cena pulled himself up, slowly, painfully, proudly. He reached out. He handed Cody the title. Not because he had to, but because he chose to. It wasn't a loss, it was a torch passing. From a warrior to the next. From legacy to legacy in making. The hug came next. A silence swept MetLife like a warm breeze. A moment frozen in time. Cena turned to the crowd. Saluted. And just as the crowd stood for him. Boom. The music hit. The Beast had returned. Brock Lesnar. The name that silences cheers. The presence that sucks the oxygen out of every room. For 2 years, he was gone. For 2 years, whispers of retirement danced through the air. And yet there he was. Boots pounding. Hat low. Vest tight. He walked down that ramp like a ghost of chaos. Cena stood frozen. Rhodes backed off, eyes wide. Lesnar didn't speak. Lesnar didn't smirk. Lesnar didn't hesitate. He circled the ring like a predator reclaiming its territory. He took off the hat. He took off the vest. And without a single word. F5. Cena's body spun, crashed, flat on the mat. MetLife Stadium exploded in disbelief. The fans didn't cheer. They didn't boo. They screamed. Because it wasn't just a return, it was a rebuke. A rejection of closure. A denial of peace. Lesnar hadn't come to reminisce. He'd come to erase. To remind Cena, to remind Rhodes, to remind everyone. The Beast Incarnate is not done. Cena thought he was writing his last chapter. Lesnar ripped the pages out mid-sentence. This wasn't a goodbye anymore. This was unfinished business, set on fire. Cena's journey from heel to hero, from destroyer to mentor, from villain to venerable. All of it was cracked open by a single move. The F5 that rewrote history. Rhodes looked on, title in hand, the moment robbed. Not of glory, but of peace. Because now even he knew, the ring wasn't safe anymore. No title was safe. No torch passed without fire. Lesnar had returned, not as a challenger, but as an ending. Cena's salute was interrupted. His arc shattered. The Beast didn't need a reason. He only needed an opening. And Cena gave him one. Now the question lingers like smoke above MetLife. Why now? Why Cena? Why silence? Because Lesnar doesn't do explanations. He does destruction. And Cena will have to rise. Again. Not for the title. Not for the crowd. But for his legacy. Because if this truly is his final year, it won't end in a bow. It will end in war. Lesnar is not a footnote in Cena's farewell. He's a headline, a threat, a test, a monster born from silence. And now, with 2025 ticking down, the stage isn't clear. It's chaos. Cena's story was never supposed to end like this. But maybe, just maybe, it was never supposed to end peacefully. Because legends don't walk away. They fight. Until the last breath. Until the last bell. Until the last beast. And Brock Lesnar. He's not here to share the spotlight. He's here to take it back.